Luke's Lawn Care. This video's for you. So as you can see from the last couple of clips, that Exmark Commercial 30 is a phenomenal choice for doing leaf cleanups and leaf removal in the fall time if you have smaller properties. Things that I love about that mower are it has two blades, so it does a solid cut. Even if you're mulching or bagging, it does a great job. They kind of overlap too. They're timed and they overlap, so the cut quality is excellent on that machine. And it has a bagger with it, and it's a little bit bigger of a bagger than the 21-inch baggers, so it does a great job bagging too. It bags up all the clippings. Does a great job bagging leaves. Even as the blades start to go dull, it still does a great job. Has a lot of suction. You can tell by the one clip when it started to bog down a little bit in that heavy stuff I was mulching. You know, it has this particular 30 has the Kawasaki engine, so it does bog down a little bit more. If you had the Kohler engine, the bigger engines, it would plow through all of that with zero problems. So yeah, it is a little bit heavier of a machine, but not so much that it makes up for its increased productivity, in my opinion. Now, the Toro and Exmark 30 series is the one I have the most experience with, so it's pretty much the one that I recommend. Skag does make a 30-inch. People that I have talked to, I have not used one personally, but people that I have talked to have described it as built well but very heavy, meaning, you know, and a lot of the ones you see on Marketplace for sale have like a couple of hours on them. And the way I kind of gather is that people buy them and use them and, you know, realize how heavy they are and they really don't like them, and they decide to get rid of them. And I've heard that from other people who have used the Skag 30s, is that they are a bit on the heavy side. I think they're about 40 or 50 pounds, or maybe 60 pounds heavier than the, or actually maybe a little bit more than that. Now that I think about it, they might actually be a little bit heavier than that. See, this mower weighs about 180, if I remember correctly, about 179 to 180 pounds. And I think that Skag 30-inch weighs like 240 pounds. It's a heavy mower. It's a very heavy mower for a push mower. So, and once you figure into account, you know, it's got a bagger on it. If you're bagging, I mean, they make a swivel wheel kit for it, and now Toro and Exmark make a swivel wheel kit as well. So maybe that will help make up for it a little bit. I don't know, but in my opinion, that's too heavy. You know, I would not own one of those just simply for that fact. But yeah, and then there's a few other companies that make a 30-inch. You know, there's a few electric 30 inches out there. I think Greenworks makes one. I'm not sure if Mean Green makes one or not. I don't remember. I've never used any of those. I don't have any experience with it. So the issues with the 30s, all the 30s have they all at one point will start to go through belts. They will have issues with that blue belt that engages the blade, and they'll have issues with the timed belt. If the timed belt ever breaks for the blades, it will crater the blades, because what will happen is the blades will hit themselves. I've had that happen once on a job, and the blade was bent slightly, and it's so, you know, they don't break all the time, but I have noticed that certain 30s, you know, will go through them a little bit more than others, and they have some issues with the well, yeah, I just said that they have some issues with the blades, the pulleys and whatnot, the pulleys and the belts. And, you know, it's one of those things where you pick your poison a little bit in that regard, you know, because it's going to make up for a lot of the disadvantages, but nothing's ever perfect. So, but that's why I love the 30-inch mowers. So, yeah, it's a video for you, Mr. Luke's Lawn Care, in case you were wondering. Take it easy and have a good one.